Good day to you all, it is Lady Garm here, and welcome to the Sims4 speed build. Now today I wanted to do another, well, not really a starter home this time. It's like 31,000 for a small little gothic theme home. I'm very much into kind of the art, the beautiful goth arches and gothic churches that you find in New York and various places. So I kind of went along with the idea of doing kind of a small two-person home. You could add on to it like you can with the other homes. Just I thought, hey, why not something simple and with a theme to it, not just a modern or kind of a casual starter home. Then I called this one Cabin Away since to me it took the shape of a kind of a goth cabin away from the world, with its own little just personal image. I know I had a bit of an issue with the roofs for a good little bit, just trying to get them perfect and everything. I'm still learning how to work the roofs even to this day. I've learned some tricks, but at the same time it's still on its own annoyance. Because certain things will work, certain things won't. Sometimes you have to place roofs here and there, mix them, and it really just depends on the house. I know I would really like and enjoy round rooms and that. I know I recently learned that you can actually take the ends off your roofs and kind of extend and shorten them the way you want to. So I'm just sitting here trying to figure that out, and I finally did, which came into great handy with the detail I wanted. I think I actually take off that second roof because I decided I don't really need it. But I did this probably around 1 o'clock at night, and I was just really tired, but really in the mood for creativity and just, hey, I want to do this. I know I picked a different fence for that, but I just thought a fence up there would add like a nice detail, which I personally like it. Again, you guys can change it if you like. It's kind of what these houses are built for. Like, they're my inspiration, but they're also inspirations and ways for you guys to kind of like, ooh, well, I didn't like this, but I like this, so let's add that. Or, oh, I would like if I added this to it. You know, stuff like that. It's kind of easy in the Sims4 to do that compared to the past games, which is one of my favorite things about it. But now, as you can see, we're on to the inside of the house, and I'm trying to figure out the floor plan. That's the bathroom I built, and that's the wall between the bedroom and the kitchen. Yes. So it's not a lot of room, but it's one of those, I kind of just went with what I had in my head. And again, you can add on to it, switch these with that, or whatever you guys feel like. I know I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun building it. I was sadly half asleep during it, so it took me a bit longer than it probably should have. Maybe. I extended out the porch because I felt it would be a lot better. I think this is when I actually fix the roofing to just the one singular roof, because I'm still learning roofs. I'm still trying to figure them out exactly. And I think this is when I actually decided to bring in my the cheats for move objects. Because it's really nice having like that window or two up on the roof. I think it just adds to the detailing. Yummy, yummy, delicious tea. I went with a nice kind of lighter brick for the outside because I just thought I know it's a goth home, but I mean, they don't always have to be black and dark. They can have, black detailing with white or beige. Hell, I've even seen some goth homes online where it's like they're purple, white, and black. I think that's very popular, especially with the fact that it has like a heart-shaped archway to the door port, to the front porch, to the door. English. It's very late and I'm just not... It's really hard to think and come up with coherent sentences when you're half asleep. That is actually the first time I used that specific bathtub, because I figured, hey, it's old-fashioned, it's cute, and it just kind of adds to the flair of the house. I really do like the Alt, or is it Alt or Control? I can't remember, but one of the keys you can use on your keyboard to be able to kind of just press it and then slide an object to where you want it if you want it in a particular place. I really enjoy that bed. To me, that bed is probably one of the better ones in The Sims 4, along with the most expensive bed you can get. So I just like it how it looks. I know the bedroom's a little, a little oddly shapen, but I think it looks good for, what it came out to be. Again, this is something you guys can easily change. It is kind of a small kitchen, but old homes weren't very big on, well, to me, they weren't really big on huge kitchens or this or that. Again, and also another first, that stove top thingy, I can't remember what it's called. That's actually the first time I used it. I thought it added like a cute little olden feel to the house. Wow. Olden. I'm very sleepy. I am very tired. I probably should not be explaining house building while in this mind state. I'm honestly just sitting here questioning myself right now as I'm trying to figure out a plant detail for the living room. Good job, Garm. Good job. Okay. And here I am just trying to figure out like small little detailing stuff. I normally don't like doing that. Oh, I actually didn't do that. I went to the floor. Okay. I went for a nice kind of medium color wood for the floor. Along with, of course, tile, like a black stone tile. Big, large tile for the bathroom. I went for like a bluish gray and black paneling for most of the house with that nice stone wall for the backdrop in the kitchen. Am I still trying to figure out that little corner? Yeah, it took me a good while to figure out that one little corner from the door and what to put there. And I'm trying to keep most of my builds to the base game only, due to the fact that, not everyone's gonna have this expansion or that pack or this pack or whatever. So I try to keep it to the starter homes. I try to keep it to the base game for everybody. That way anyone can have it. And, well, if you like something for Spa Day and you want to replace that with that, you can. But I don't want to kind of take everyone else out of the equation that doesn't have Spa Day. Because Spa Day has some of my favorite tile floors and tile walls. So it's just a personal preference to kind of give people a chance to get it. I think this is when I actually decided to add a kind of like a small back porch. It's not really big, it's very small, but I just think it adds a bit of detail to it. Excuse me. And I think this is when I try to add porch and outside lighting, because it's nice to have some nice little outside lighting to kind of brighten up the yard. And I figured out, I messed up the path to the house. I tried using I think this is the most house I've actually shared with the most bushing. flowers? Gardening. It's the most house with the most gardening I've done. Where it was, oh, I like, bushes around the house with a few flowers. So, again, this is something you guys can easily just remove if you wish. I figured they just added a bit more to the house. I think it's later on when I decide to actually do it around the entire house. And instead of putting like a grill or pool or anything back in the back deck, I just kind of put it a little 3-seater, 4-seater chair. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4-seater. I think it's 3 though. This is when I realized, oh, I'm going to put in rugs, and more kind of detailing stuff. I think this is when I go for the lights, because I actually change out for the bigger, brighter lights, which are my favorite out of the entire game, since they do add the most light to dimmer and more feel for the home. Here I'm just scrolling by trying to figure things out. Again, I'm sorry for this. It was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when I built it, and it's even later now, so I'm just kind of getting a little tired. So my commentary in that is still needs work on. It needs work on. Here I am still trying to, I think this is when I try to think of pictures to put. Yeah, this is when I figure out, and this is when I kind of figure out what I want to do for that little front nook there. Can you call it a nook? Oh yeah, bookcases. Did I put one in the house? I hope I did. No. Maybe? I don't think so. Compared to my other houses I've shared and have set let's builds to, I really just I added a bit more decorating detail than I did on the other 2 houses, since I don't really like it, but I figured this one kind of called for it. I believe I did keep that big bright light in the actual bathroom, because I mean, come on. A bathroom needs its bright light. Okay, yeah, this is when I figure out, oh, I need to kind of add a bit of stuff to this. Great English. Great English there, Destiny. Great. Here I am just trying to figure out little outside plant. So bedtime after this? I think it's time for me to sleep. I'm just adding some flowers and some small details on the outside of the house, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos. I'll be ending it here. If you enjoyed yourself, please hit that like button with all your might, and I hope to see you in the next video.